Alban Hawkins actually writes in his diary that he started working on the house in 1874. And Alban Hawkins writes in his diaries about building this building for the Turners and exactly how much he paid for everything that went into this building, on the nails and the hand-forged nails and things like that. He writes about cutting the trees in Mount Lehman. He splits the shingles. He splits the lumber. Alban Hawkins was a royal engineer. He built this house for George Turner. Once the Turners moved out, this property was picked up by some businessmen who turned this building and the property surrounding it into Abbotsford's first cooperative farm. It was a dairy farm. It was called Maple Grove Dairy Farm. They planted maples all around their property. So George Turner had taken this large piece of land all around what is still to this day the Indian Reserve, Sahakam 3, I think it's Sahakam anyways. And so Sahakam was like this little island in the middle of all of the Turner's land. And it's actually those people who help Alban Hawkins build the building, and he names the indigenous community members that help him build this house. And so that's really special actually, because we don't often see indigenous folks named unless it's, you know, Chief so-and-so petitions Mr. so-and-so in Victoria or whatever, but we don't see Joe Blow off the street sort of just named this far back. And so we know also how much they got paid to do the work. So I think that this is the first indigenous wage labor that we can prove in Abbotsford, at least that I can prove in Abbotsford. Because this predates the tobacco farms and the hops and all of that stuff. The dairy farm is what names the area. Clayburn, before it became Clayburn, was known as Maple Grove. So it's not until 1905 that Clayburn comes in and starts making bricks like the ones that are in this fireplace, that this then becomes BC's first company town, and it's called Clayburn for the brick factory. Until then, until 1905, this was Maple Grove, right where I'm standing. For us, this is the building that sort of, it's like a spider in the middle of a web. It has all of these little tentacles that go through the community. So, for example, for us, this building originally sat backed onto the Nooksack Trail. Turner House, then, if you went out the back door and you walked up to Trethewey House, you would be on the Nooksack Trail. And then you have this sort of, you know, the Royal Engineers that build the roads. This is where all the roads start. All the roads lead to not Rome, but Turner House. And from there, they all radiate out towards where other Royal Engineers were located in the Fraser Valley. And then they connect to trails, like indigenous trails going out to, let's say, Fort Langley. And then it becomes the first cooperative dairy farm. Then it becomes the home of the Crookshanks, who then become our MPs. And we also have them bringing in all the Scandinavians to build Matsqui Village. And so it's a really culturally significant building. And one of the more important parts of it is this whole connection to the indigenous population too. So that's where it's everybody's building. This is the house that Abbotsford built. All the different communities came together and built this building and used this building, and we would like it to continue that way. And as of about 2 years ago, Heritage Abbotsford is leasing the building to be able to restore it and bring it back. So our idea is to use it for programming space, but it's also an important sort of spoke in the wheel for us, because this gives us an opportunity to actually take in students and teach people how to do the work, the hands-on work of restoring a building, things that are failing and so on and so forth. And we're hoping that we're going to be able to run workshops and things and see if we can maybe hand it off to another organization that's looking for some space that we can use so we can partner up on it and things like that. So we are hoping to have this ready in the next year.